All right, so we're on to bias 3, which is the optimism bias. The number doesn't matter, it's just when I wrote them down. So the optimism bias is a cognitive bias in which individuals believe, for the most part, that they are less likely at risk of experiencing negative events. So one way you can look at this, a study's done during when people are getting married. Hey, what's the probability, or how confident are you that you're not going to get a divorce? 100%. We're never going to get a divorce. All those other people, they get divorces, but they don't have the relationship like me and my future wife or future husband have, or whatever. And everyone says that. Everyone says, hey, what's your probability of getting this disease? Going through like Bayes theorem and stuff like that. I mean, that's different. But from an individual standpoint, my odds are low. I don't think there's going to be a bad outcome. I'm a pretty healthy person. But most people who get diseases think they're healthy people, or at least healthier than average. People start up new businesses. 2/3 of businesses fail before, the 5th year. And even if you're at like 5-6 years, you may or may not be making barely any profit. Most businesses fail, but a lot of people, they don't think. They're like, nah, my business is not going to fail. My music career is not going to fail, and stuff of that nature. And I think when depending on how you place your aspects of what your thinking is, if like, hey, my goal is to make money, my goal is to make, great records. I don't think that's going to be a sustainable thing for most people. For most people, it's going to be pretty much nothing, but you never think about that. You usually always look at the people who succeeded. You look at characteristics of theirs. This goes into other stuff. Going off topic, but the optimism bias is basically we think we are less at risk of experiencing bad outcomes. My marriage is definitely not going to fail. It is rock solid. But 50% of marriages fail. Now that number is skewed because some people, they get married once, have a divorce, get married again, have a divorce, get married again, have a divorce. That's 3 where that really tips the scales a lot. So that idea right there is one that people confuse all the time. If you look at like what is the average life expectancy of people way back when, and like let's say that it's 25, that was the average life expectancy. Wow, nobody was up in their 30s. Everyone, 25, but that's not how you're looking at it. Let's just use extrapolation methodology and let's go very small. Let's say that there's 2 people in a town. It's not going to work out, but just go with me here. One of them is 50, and one of them is born and dies. So you look at the average of that, it's going to be 25. Was anybody 25? Well, the old guy, he was 25 once, but he's 50. The child never made it, so that's 0 or whatever. So that's kind of skews it. Some people, once you made it past a certain age and you lived on, you were definitely, way back then, you could be 30, 40, 50, 60. Some people were up there in age. It's just a lot of people died in childhood. They didn't make it that old, so that's a perspective change. But optimism bias. We all have it. We all have to be aware that we are overconfident and egocentric in our way of thinking and have to adjust due to those things about us. That is optimistic bias. I don't think I have anything else on that topic, but it's another one I find very interesting.